What's going on, everybody? This is Gomez. What's shaking, King? I'm here doing a special live show. I want to do a live show with my East Meets West crew. I wanted to check it out, and it's on with my boy David Seeking Near Mint. I wanted to know what he's been up to, what he's been doing. I haven't really heard much about him. I know he's been grinding a lot, but hope you guys enjoyed the show. Once again, I appreciate everybody who's stopping by. Comics and Culture, Sith Lordy, Tacoma Comics, King of the Golden State, and Matt Forrest, Principal Defix, and Pope Cerebus the First. I appreciate everybody who's watching, and I try to put this announcement ahead of time. Stay puffing. Let's go. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys got your guys' books. You guys got your got what you guys were hunting for, whatever. It's Wednesday, so first to do, invite one of my East Meets West panel member. It's Joker M21.
Yeah, boy. What's up, YouTube? Benny NYC here. Oh well, my bad. Yo, what's going on, kid?
And then I got the Doom 143 all the way from Hawaii.
What's up, man? You guys ever type in variant on the eBay search, but you forget to press the V, and then the first thing that comes out is Ariana Grande?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
I don't think I've done that yet.
I get that all the time. Like I forget to press the V, and I'm pressing Arian, and the first thing that comes out is Ariana Grande. Anyway, hello everybody. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, and then
hope you guys got your books.
Yeah. Wednesday, and I got my special guest, David Seeking Near Mint Comics. He's around.
Oh, he'll be in and out, like she said, for sure, man.
There he is.
Oh, he's in prison. Look at him. He's in prison. That's a prison background if I ever see one. He's frozen, man.
Yeah, he's.
I try. Like I said, we try to go live, just try to get to know him better. Let me see.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
This reminds you of the 9.2 crew days.
Yeah, bad Wi-Fi. Good information, bad Wi-Fi.
We're gonna try to hold it down for my man David Seeking Near Mint, though, man. You know, we'll try to hold it down for him until he figures out his Wi-Fi hotspot or whatever he needs to find out. But yeah, man. Yo, any of you guys picked up anything new today? I did, but my books are with Josh. So shout out to Josh. You know, I picked up my, because I have a pull list on his LCS. So whenever he ships it over here, that's But I did read Batman 99, guys.
Okay.
And it's pretty good, man. It's a good ending there, man. I'm hearing 100 is gonna be something big. I have a feeling somebody's gonna die in Batman.
Yeah.
Dug out and Seeking Near Mint comments.
Yeah,
Golden State.
I picked up Young Justice #8 just because of the whole thing I was talking about with the Jenny Hicks, the whole Jenny Hicks speculation. I think Jenny Hicks is coming out with her own thing in December. So I figured I'd get on that. I bought a Young Justice #8 variant online. Everything's online. I picked up a first appearance of Liar Liar, just because I figured no one's really talking about it. So
which was that?
I picked up the 759 Wonder Woman 759.
Yeah, that's the Jim Lee cover.
Yeah, I figured I just picked it up because no one's really talking about it. I'm not expecting anything, so I just figured I'd pick it up. But no, Hawaii's on lockdown right now until the 23rd, so there's no comic shopping for now. I also didn't get to pick up any Donald Duck books or whatever the fuck.
Word, if you out there, man, trying to get them Delados, man, they sold out.
All of y'all bought it like in 3 minutes.
Yeah, right.
All of y'all bought that book in 3 minutes. So
that book flew quick.
Yeah. So
okay. We got him. We got David. All right.
Okay, he's looking good.
Yeah,
you got the toilet bowl seat in the background. Nice.
There he is.
Oh, all right.
Finally, yeah.
Sold out in 25 seconds. Yo, Punch. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's just like that. Man, like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What it is.
Yeah,
so, David, what you been up to, David? How's Yeah, you know what? We cleared up over here a little bit. It's not as bad as it has been prior weeks ago. Um, let's see. How is your comic collection going? Like as opposed to like now, right now.
Well, as for my comic collection, I've just been picking up a few books here and there, but nothing crazy. Uh, um, as you can kind of see, I did my CGC haul, so I'm kind of trying to
Yeah.
slap most of the collection that I have already attained. So, but other than that, I mean, the FOMO is out. I'm not gonna pick up some hottest book there for the week or for that day. I'm just gonna try to pick up some books that just kind of works in my collection.
Awesome.
Dope. Yeah, man.
You guys hear
That's
all
good.
that, or
Yeah, we heard you. We heard
to
everything you said.
myself right now because
Now we heard you, brother.
Yeah, we heard you, bro. We heard you.
That's
No,
what I was saying, man. This is why 9.2 crew never made it, man. This is exactly why. We got all these things. This is why. We could have been somebody, man.
Yeah, Dave, man, your man over here talking about you, man. What's up?
No, but no, that's good. I know that I try to do that, but go ahead, brother.
there's many reasons why the 9
He said there's many reasons.
This is definitely one of the reasons. This is definitely one of the reasons.
I'm not the case here, right?
This is definitely one of the reasons.
No, but no, that's good because I was thinking of doing the same thing for a minute, just collecting what I have. Huh?
Pause. All right, there we go.
What you were saying, Gomez?
No, like I was saying, I tried to do that for a little bit, is slab what I had, but then I don't know. It's just you try to pick a positive collecting, and you keep buying stuff. We keep buying stuff, buying comics as a collector. You keep purchasing, but you also did like what David said is just the FOMO, fear of missing out, variance issues, keys. I kind of slowed down a little bit on that, but I do pick up stuff on a regular basis. It's one of those things as a collector, you just enjoy collecting comics and
Yo, I got like 3 store folios full of books that I want to send to Erod to get pressed and slapped, bro.
No, I was thinking of slabbing some more books, but I think for right now, until I get my kind of collection of what I want to slab and want to collect, and then with cons may open up maybe middle of next year, I'm probably gonna hold off on slabbing stuff because I hate when you have to crack your slab open to get it signed to re-slab it. And we've seen the situations where the grade it degrades it in a way sometimes because something happens in the mix. And it's always I never liked the fact of having to crack open a slab. To me, I think what the Doom said is I buy multiples at times. We were talking earlier because if I want to get one slabbed or signed, I don't have to crack that grade unless it can be pressed. But I don't like to crack my slabs. I don't know how you guys feel.
Yeah, I mean, I crack them. I don't care, man. I had a 9.6 Batman 608 second printing at 9.6, bro. So I gambled, I cracked this shit. I got back in 9.8, signed by Jim Lee and everything, and I came back in 9.8, bro. So I gambled. I'm like that. But at the same time, those are hit and misses too, because you crack it, that should come back to 9.2 or 9.0 or whatever. You take your chances. But I think in my collection, I think I am done with signature series for now. I think I don't know. I feel like certain certain artists, they mishandle your book when they sign it. So
you just give you that opportunity to do that window sig. I don't know if you can if you're CGC, but you can do a window sig where you can sign, you can get it where you want it signed, and you can handle it and say they don't have to open the damn book and like you said, manhandle it. And I think that's the reason why I'm probably gonna wait for cons. And what you said is what I agree with. Is I'm done with signature series
for now at least.
Yeah, I was gonna do it. I think for I think it was what's his name?
Unless it's like a legend like Romita Senior or like Claremont or something like that, or Neil Adams, I think about it, you know what I mean? But when it comes to these like Plain Cranes and J. Scott Campbell's, I feel like I always get them in the con or something, you know. So that's just my opinion. You know.
Yeah, no, that's what about you, Doom?
As far as what, slabbing and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big slabber in general. So, and I think a lot of it is just like, well, if it's $30 to slab, I could buy a comic for $30. I mean, it's like, that's just kind of how I am. I mean, unless it's something crazy, like, you know, I mean, like, I think maybe Bronze Age or like a very well-established key.
Yeah.
Then I'm not gonna, like, some people, they just slab like whatever's. And that's fine. You do what your books, whatever you want. But like for me, like it's got to be a major key for me to slab a book. You know what I mean? Like, I think in my collection, geez, I don't know, maybe 25, 30 slabs. Like, it's kind of about it. I mean, it's got to be something slab worthy.
Yeah.
It just, you know, like a book that comes out like that this week and it's got a hot cover. No, but I'm saying people will slab it, you know, or like something will come out and people will slab it, and that's fine. But it's just that's not me. And the thing with the signature series too is, I'm glad everybody switched over to paint pen, because I swear there was a conversation about maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and then what's the long-term effects on permanent pens?
Yeah,
because the permanent pens have all these acids and gases inside of the ink. So what happens is, as soon as they write it, they said, what they do is, as soon as they make a signature, they compact the book, they slab it, and they said they're not too sure what the long-term effects of these permanent pens with the acids and the gases that's inside of the ink will have on these books, and because they're not, what is that word that they said, like historical documents. They won't be able to keep depending on the ink, right? So I know a lot of people are switching to these paint pens, which is a lot better for the comics and stuff. But there's a bunch of books prior to that was all permanent pens. So I remember hearing that conversation and just kind of being like on the edge of like, maybe I don't want to get any signature series. I know what it helps your book for, but as far as like value, and it's really cool to have a signature. But no, I'm neither here nor there. I don't even really have a dog in the fight when it comes to slabs. That's why I really like being educated. I think last week I asked Erod and Josh, I'm like, yo, break it down, man. Break down this whole slab stuff for me, because I'm one of those people that I don't really know that much. Like, I just had a question. Like, my wife asked me a question. She goes, why does it go 6065, 7075, 8085, and then it goes 9092, 94, 9698?
Yeah.
You know, so I told my wife, I'm like, yo, I'm the wrong person to ask. I'm saying, I'm sure there's a reason. I don't know what it is. I'm not the slab guy. I'm a hunter. You know what I mean? You want to talk about comics, you want to talk specs, you want to talk hunt, but you want to talk slab. I'm like the wrong guy, bro. I'm like, I get so confused. But I've cracked books to have it reslabbed. So I'm not against it. I've actually cracked books myself. It was on YouTube. It's like how to crack a book. It was a lot easier than I thought. It really wasn't that bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Preservation. Is that what you meant, Tacoma?
Probably. Well, another route I go to is, David, you good, brother?
I mean, yeah, Tacoma said he did say preservation. I mean, that's
what I don't know what the word I was looking for. There was something to do with historical documents having the wrong type of. And I'm not
real bad internet connection, and also with my Wi-Fi, man. So
yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, brother.
My phones keep freezing up, and my computer is shut. So this is all I got.
That's fine. No, like I said,
as long as we can hear you.
Yeah, no. So, Dave, tell us a little bit about you, if you can, about how what started making you to collect comics and getting slabbed and getting all these hot covers or special variants or limited.
Really interesting.
Right?
I don't know if he's on a delay. I don't know if he can hear us.
Is he just thinking? But no, like
I
He's
mean,
Lapidito?
is he? I mean, does he? I mean, in his collection, I know I see a lot of variants and a lot of new books.
No. So David, if you want my opinion, until David gets back on.
Yeah.
So David's like super well rounded. Okay. He knows the new stuff. That when you're a part of, I think, YouTube or Instagram, I think it's automatically in most people where it's like you want to know what's the latest and the greatest and the hottest, and you will also chase that. He also know what the books are that are like you possibly could find for $1 and you could flip it. For example, like I don't know, Superman 123 second print variant. Not like not a lot of people know about that book. Not a lot of people know what that is. But for the people that do know, they know that book can go for money. Stuff like that. He knows about the rare books. He likes his girls, right? You guys always see him. He just bought one, a Kill Bill with the girls' titties popping out.
Best y'all never seen yet.
But don't get it confused. Don't get it mixed up. Like David also has his Werewolf by Nights. He also has his Swamp Things. He also has his, Ghost Rider first appearances and all of that stuff. So as far as like David being super well-rounded, yeah, he's super like. He might only show the books that he bought, and a lot of them might be variants and stuff. But don't get it twisted. The guy knows that what are the long-term specs and what's the long-term game. He knows those books, and he'll dive into those books as well. So I think he's just super well-rounded. Like it's not like this or this. I think his mind is definitely like kind of all over the place. I'm just speaking for him.
That's good though. That's good. I mean, some of us like that. I'm kind of like that a little bit. I just trying to stay away from new things though. I'm trying though, but I'm falling back into place with that new.
It's hard when you're part of the YouTube comic community, or you just watch YouTube, or you have maybe somebody you follow. Like, it's hard to just like want to collect maybe that one thing that you want to collect. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's a little hard. There's people out there that love old school Fantastic Four books, but then they'll hear about Punchline. Maybe they have like no dog in that fight with Punchline, but it's like, damn, maybe I should pick this book up. So I mean, I think that's really. But David's super well-rounded. David, they were asking what kind of collector you are when you started collecting.
Well, I started collecting when I was a kid, but collecting baseball cards, football cards, and anything that is collectible, coin, stamp, I collected. Then I stopped, when I started to know about girls and stuff. And I got started collecting back again when LeBron James rookie card came back out. I think actually I had a 9.5 refractor James LeBron James Topps Chrome, and I sell it due to my my poker addiction. So right now that card is like $70,000. I think I flipped it for about 5,000 back then. So if you do have a gambling bets and but other than that, my style of collecting, before I used to be a Wednesday warrior, go down every Wednesday, pick up every title as possible, read as much as possible, but later to realize that there's no value in it, tangible value to it, so that if so when I need to sell it, at least I can get my money back. But as for right now, I stopped collecting every Wednesday, every FOMO. Like I said early in the show, that my FOMO is out of my system. So I only get the books that I want. I don't really hunt for my books. So only hunting I do is on eBay. And sometimes I do get some stealth buy, but I'm willing to pay that premium price for that certain books that I really add onto my collection. So that's pretty much it. I think Doom's kind of said it all. I like to be a well-rounded collector. I just don't stick with variants, so I don't stick with just modern. I like to have some bronze and silver age mixed into my collection, just to make sure that everything is all compiled. So I don't know, man. You can't really call me a variant collector, but I do love my variants, and some of the variants that I do have it 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 really satisfied my collection, like I said. So when I show it off, when I see someone else's comic book haul on YouTube and stuff, I really don't feel that like urge to, oh, I need that book in my collection no more. I just say, hey, that's pretty cool. I would love to have it, but I'm not gonna pay 40 to 50 to $100 for 9.8 for variants that I think that will be nice in my collection. So I toned it on a very to a point where I can control myself not to spend that kind of money no more. So, I like to spend my money on my golf clubs and my golf games now.
Okay.
Good.
If you guys ever do stocks or you have stocks in your portfolio, basically what David has is a very diversified portfolio is what he has. He has a very diversified portfolio. He's got the long term, he's got the short term, and he's got some stuff in his comics that he just likes, and I'm not saying that's the best way to do it, but it's really a good way of kind of approaching your comics, is to have diversity in it, but at the same time, I don't know, it's a hobby, so you buy what you like, right?
Yeah, no, that's true.
David, buy what you want, spend the
What
money what you want.
No, exactly. And what's one comic that you have that it's like sentimental value for you, David?
It's that ASM 300.
Okay.
I had that book for a long time. I was holding it for a friend of mine. Like I said earlier, my friend, like 3 years ago. Like I said, I was more of like a Texas Hold'em player. So we played a lot of Texas Hold'em, and one of my friends didn't have enough money to pay off his losing, so he gave me his 300, and I hold that for so many years. And I decided, since he can't pay me back, I told him, you know what, I'm gonna keep it. And I got that graded. I got Freddy's to press it and came back as 9.0. Then I think one of the LCS had a Todd McFarlane signing, so I had sent it out, got it signed, got it repressed, and came back also at 9.0. So when you ask me what's my sentiment, I said that'll be my ASM 300, because it has a tie to my what in Hawaii we call it
crack
the
addiction.
Hanabata days.
Nah, that's dope. That's awesome. That's a good book. That's a good book.
That is a good book. That is a good book to have in the PCA. And that book fluctuates right now, goes up and down in value. So that book, I don't think will ever like.
Those are one of those books you can just keep on buying, man. Like,
Yeah.
You can never. Sometimes people will look at certain books and be like, it's expensive. Well, go back 3-4 years. Look what that book costed.
Yeah.
Go back. You know what I mean? It's just like it's just those are the kind of books you can always buy anytime.
Yeah, it's attainable, but at very prices. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just that's how a lot of. Go ahead, man.
We got 300. You got a lot of things going. You got an iconic cover. You got a first appearance of Venom, which is everybody it's the hottest character right now. Yeah, and also you got one of the greatest '90s artists, Todd McFarlane.
Yeah.
And the storyline, if you ever read 300, that's a great story. So you got like a lot of things going on for that, for that comic book. So pay, I will, if you're first time collector, you thinking paying $200 to $300 for a comic book, I said that's a book that you will want to spend $200 to $300 for a raw copy.
Yeah. You can buy that. You can buy that all the time, man. You can buy that all the time. That's a.
That I've never came across that book. That book never came in my collection at all. Never. But one day will.
I came across it, but the guy wanted 600. I
was like, flat?
No, raw.
Raw?
I didn't buy it. I was like, no. It's
like,
that's during the Venom hype, when I'm not as hype as kind of like hyping up when the movie came out. When the movie
yeah.
So he's like, 600. He quoted me a 9.8, 9.6 on my fucking Gambit, and that shit came with a 9.0. So I was like, nah, I was like, right. And that shit got fucking pressed. I was like, nah, fuck that. I bought a first appearance Deadpool, and I'm a little iffy on that shit. haven't got it graded. Another way that real quick you guys could do is I buy top loaders from time to time. So instead of get shit slabbed, a good way to put your books in safe is top loaders. So that's another way if you're not going to slab books is a way to it's affordable. It's affordable. Its price of one slab is 10 of them. So that's another way.
Yeah, it's a good way to protect your books for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do that for my variants and my special keys and the ones that attain value. But ASM 300, I do not have that one. One day I'll get it, but like you said, I'm not in a rush to get it. I kind of like when I'm at a shop, I'm not there to find one certain book. I'm there to see what they got. And
That ASM 300, when it comes to that, I mean, is a big difference when it's a 9.8 and a 9.6, right? There's a big difference. When it comes to value wise, you know what I mean? And for it to be, you know what I mean, like you know your book is like flawless. You send it out, and that shit comes back a 9.6. That hurts, bro. That hurts. It hurts.
You don't check the back of the book because sometimes the front of the book looks really pristine, and the back, especially if it's black, you get that fade, you get that little tick that makes a difference. David, what's one of the artists you have in your collection that you enjoy? Is it like a J. Scott Campbell, Adam Hughes? Who do you prefer as an artist in your collection? Say you enjoy the most collecting.
Well, I don't specifically focus on one type of artist. So when I'm more of a cover art guy when it comes to right now, I will get, if I need to get a new release book, I'll get more for the cover of it because I don't read comic book anymore. Right now, I'm going back and trying to read the new Avengers, the whole series by Bendis, because I think there's something in there that the future MCU might be within that arc. So anyway, so when going back to your question, honestly, I think Adam Hughes, back in the days, I would pick up Catwoman 51, Wonder Woman 184, or the Tomb Raider 33. Something about that regular cover, man, just really speaks to me. And when it comes to
it's the camel toe. It's the camel toe. What do you mean something speaks to you? You like that camel toe. Something speaks to you.
I'm telling you,
that Tomb Raider greatness.
Oh, there's something that speaks to me about Adam Hughes. I don't know what it is. It's a titties. And
it's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece.
There's something about it. I don't know what it is.
So going back to, it's more if I have to list the top 3 artists, I would say Todd McFarlane, what he has done back in the 90s till now. I think when it comes to variants, I would love to have most of the rare J. Scott Campbell because kind of has that very sexiness, but also has that very innocent feel to it. And of course, Adam Hughes. So if you ask me what my top 3 is, that would be it.
Awesome.
Tommy Farley, J. Scott Campbell, and Adam.
Yeah, but you know what? They were good around that 2012 time. 2012 all the way up to about 2017. And then Campbell it's so much of the same. It's still nice, but it's like, look at that Black Widow cover that just came out.
Yeah.
It looks super familiar, right? But it's still nice. It's still a nice. And then Adam Hughes, I don't know, he turned like a good boy or something. I don't know. You don't see that Catwoman stuff anymore. Like when he came out with Betty and Veronica, they said he was gonna do a cover. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna do something crazy. And then he has Betty like in a red dress and Veronica in a polo and a skirt.
Like it's cold.
I was like, are you serious? Come on, Adam.
I guess because it's different times, maybe.
What Adam did with the ride, with that pink variant, she's having that unicorn and that.
That shit was dope.
Unicorn. He actually did a whole storyline in the back of that the ride, and honestly, I can tell you right now, Adam Hughes has not lost his touch, but I think it's more of I think it's more of what people want, as I think people are criticizing for the art that he has done in the past. So I think
Yeah.
because of the sexuality or
Yeah.
whatever it is, I'm sure there's something about it that he's toning it down. But I think what he did with within DC with the Superman, I mean, not everybody loved that art. I mean, with that cover, but I think he did okay. Um,
Same skinny girl over and over. I think Tacoma's talking about J. Scott Campbell. Have
Yeah.
you seen J. Scott Campbell's wife?
No, I have
girlfriend?
not. I know I have not.
Dude, she looks like a variant, like a living variant. No, I'm serious.
His model, huh?
No, J. Scott Campbell's like wife or girlfriend. Dude, she looks like a freaking living variant, bro. Like, she's that tall, lengthy body, that face, the hair. I'm all like, dude just married a freaking variant, bro.
He married money, but
It's crazy. Check her out. Check her out. She looks like a freaking variant.
you know, I want to shout out a couple of people who chimed in that I didn't shout out earlier. We got Raider Bear, we got the Comic Collector, we got Emerald Knight, we got Hawaiian Punch 72. He's got freaking issue, which is a great pressure, and he did most of the work for David Sinkineer Mint's videos. If you've seen his slab results and what he's done for his grades that he got with the slabs, really great job. King of the Golden State, that's another EastMeetsWest
Who's that guy?
Broski that comes around on Sundays. Tacoma Comics we talked about earlier. Jay Salsa and Flicks and Comics was JoJo, and Beyond the Blast Doors and the Poor Man's Comics. I appreciate you guys all stopping by to listen to this and to get to know more about David, and as well as when we talk, like I said, just comic talking.
But he has you have a good list of artists there, man.
Yeah, well, talking about artists, I'll be giving this book away towards the end of the show. So Gomez and Mike, you guys come up with a question and an answer. When whoever makes the correct answer, I'll give that Venom 21. I believe this is the PX exclusive. I believe there's only like about 1,000 of this was printed. So this will be the prize that I'll be giving away. Thanks to Gomez for having me on this show as a guest.
No, thank you for coming on, bro. It's like I said, it's nice to actually hear from you guys. And like I said, the 9.2 crew, if you guys don't know about that, you guys before your guys' time, before you guys jumped on YouTube, these two guys are in the bottom, David and Doom. They had a crew, and I looked up to them as opposed to with knowledge and what they knew when it came to comics. And now to have them turn around at my show, it just shows that they're just humble people out there and willing to show their knowledge and share their knowledge, actually. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate them stopping by as well, my boy Joker M21. It's weird. It's funny in my mind. I was thinking how things turn, but they turn because I'm always going to be that positive person, the same guy. And to see them here on my show and to talk about comics, it's a blessing for me in general.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing, man. It was very fun to watch 9.2 crew. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun watching them, man, because y'all did tons of giveaways in your show. Yeah. You know, you had good you have good intellects, each guy's different views of how you collect or whatever. Now you see Alex with he's the golden age guy, you know what I mean? And and Freddy's is like the rare books, you know what I mean? So it's like all y'all guys have your little differences, and that's what makes it dope, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a good unit when everybody's Wi-Fi was working. It was really good. I mean, very knowledgeable people from all genres, and everybody was able to put in their own thing. And you can see there's a lot of podcasts out there just like that. But it was fun. It was fun. And having David was always a surprise, man. It was always a surprise. Like it was good times with David for sure.
I listen. I always say, I said David was always the Manny NYC of the 9.2 group.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny that every single podcast has one?
You know, and it's fine.
Even Percival Defects has that one guy, right?
Yeah,
you have that one guy that wants to be just, like in your face, solid, tell you how it is.
It's real.
Yeah, it's real.
Talk about in your face. Today I was at work, and the person I worked, the manager, he didn't have his mask on because you know we have to wear masks whenever we go now. That's kind of like a thing we got to do at work. So he didn't have his mask. Some fucking customer was right next to him and says, "Hey, your mask, put your mask on." Hella fucking loud. You can hear that shit. And I thought he was yelling at a woman because I didn't see, but I could hear that shit. So the one of the store managers was like talking to him, and and then he goes, "Oh," the manager tells him, "Oh, I spend $400 a week in here as a customer." Fuck that customer, man. If fucking a customer screaming at one of my workers, I'm fucking telling you, what the fuck's your problem? You need to fucking learn how to respect people in front of people, not shout shit out. So it's ridiculous. You get this person, fucking flip flop motherfucker, just go on her face, and it's like, what the fuck? I was appalled. Like, oh shit, man. I was like, I didn't want to wear my mask in front of him on purpose. See what the fuck you want to do, but I was like, nah, because then I'm gonna lose working here, and then it's not worth it. So I laughed in my head like, this bullshit.
It's amazing how many people out there aren't wearing masks. It's crazy. I'm like, yo, if you don't want to wear it, I get it, but can you hook me up? And my like, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, it's just a mask, bro. Like,
no, that's why I said, for him to be like that, I kind of like, it's to him it was unprofessional, and he didn't have no respect when it comes to others. But other than that, that was pretty much my little rant I had at work today. David, if you have one book to read, or maybe a couple, what was a good read that you suggest?
Oh, I just said earlier, The New Avenger by Bendis.
Okay.
Yes.
By Michael Bendis.
Did you read the annual?
No, I haven't read the annual. I'm trying to work on volume 1, 2, and 3, and I believe there's a connection to Siege by Bendis as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
read the annual.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, read the annual. And the good thing about Secret Adventures is that the cover and the interior is all Delato, right?
For Siege?
Well, no.
New Avengers. Yeah, the New Avengers. Isn't it all cover and interior is all Delato?
No.
No,
because I know the annual is. I know the annual is.
Yeah, the annual is the Secret War. I believe that miniseries by Delato.
Secret War.
When it comes to New Avengers, I think Poncer was it? Marquez.
Oh, you said New Avengers.
He said New Avengers. Yeah.
Sorry, I was talking about Secret. My bad.
Yeah, but Delato did do the interiors and cover of Secret War, right? Yeah, Secret War. That
Invasion, I think, right? Or Secret Avengers.
Invasion, I remember that. Yeah, Invasion. That's a good read. Like I said,
I have to read that, man.
Yeah, no, I haven't read that, to be honest.
I mean, when it comes to writers too, man, I think Bendis getting a lot of criticism for him being introducing new character that is diversified. But if you read his old stuff, man, like the Ultimate Spider-Mans and the New Avengers and things, right? He has some really good stories, man. So
I might get some slack for this, but once he crossed over to DC and he started writing Superman, I was enjoying it. I was really enjoying it. I liked it. I liked it, but a lot of people don't like it. Like a lot of people don't, didn't like him.
Superman in general is hard to write.
It is.
Like Superman.
Superman is just. I mean, you're talking about a guy who's got like. Does he even have a problem?
Does he have a what?
But the thing about Bendis, what he did with Jonathan Kent.
What
he did with Jonathan Kent, he somehow actually had him go through some black hole, and he met Clark Kent's father. I mean, Superman's father, and how he was stuck in that for so many years, and somehow he came back and he was all grown up. So I don't know. Maybe Bendis might have twisted some of the past of the Superman's storyline, but just somehow what he did with Jonathan Kent, I think there's a huge promise within that character. Yeah,
I agree, and I was good with that little twist of the origin with that villain. I forgot what was his name, but yeah, I thought it was a good twist. I thought it was.
Hey,
Yeah.
let me just throw in a spec. It's nothing really. It's nothing really big, but if you have the money to spend, go get Daredevil #1. His first appearance of Daredevil. I'm telling you, that character right now, that book is so underrated that you can get like a 3.0 for like maybe 2,000, maybe under that. If you can come across a really good buy on Daredevil, grab it, bro, because that's going to be the next canon within the next year or two.
There you go, man.
Well, I mean, Daredevil 1 is always a good book to pick up.
Yeah.
But if you're saying that there's a low right now and
Yeah.
it's coming down, then yeah, it's. And in fact, I think what was it? The Pressable Defects just had like this small little thing they did yesterday.
Oh yeah, Cold Key.
Cold Keys. They just, yeah, and they only mentioned like a couple of books, which is fine. But I was like, there's always those books. There's certain books that's how it is. It's going to be hot, and they're just going to drop off the face of the earth, or sometimes they just go down in price. Even if a book goes down like 20%, 25%, like these are still books to grab, especially if there's something, like Daredevil 1's, that should be part of your collection no matter what, but it's definitely maybe part of a checklist at least.
It should be, yeah.
At least part of a checklist, and there's going to be good times. Go ahead.
No, but what I'm saying is, you got all these Silver Age first appearances. Like, you got your Silver Surfer, you got your Spider-Man, you got your X-Men. You got all these characters, but if you really look into the price for the Daredevil, it's really on low. So if you can flip some books and comes around, able to attain a Daredevil 1. I'm telling you, there's so many meat on that book right now. If you can get it for cheap, man, I say grab it right now, because what MCU is gonna do with Daredevil, you guys will be surprised, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a lot better than Spider-Man.
It's like what happened is when once all the Netflix stuff was done, it's like all those books just dropped off, right? So like Luke Cage and then Iron Fist, you can buy those pretty cheap now.
Yeah.
It's so funny how it works, dude. I remember. So there was an amazing con. I don't know, Dave, if you went to it. So what happened? It was like 3 days before Amazing Con, there was a Luke Cage #1 on Other Realm. You remember Other Realm?
Yeah, I know Other Realm.
Okay, so Other Realm, just for you guys that don't know, is a comic shop here in Hawaii. So they had a Luke Cage #1 up on the wall for $55.
Damn.
So, and 3 days after the day that I went in, there was going to be Amazing Con. Just so happened, I think that Friday or maybe that Thursday or something like that, they announced the Luke Cage Netflix thing. So I go to the con. They have that Luke Cage book up on the wall. Dude, $250. In like 2-3 days, that book just went from like, I was all like, dude, this book was $50. Yeah, but they just announced the thing. I was like, fuck you guys.
That's how it is, yo. With that, even with the Daredevil 1 book, bro. That Daredevil 1 before the Netflix, man, that book was a few $100 book, bro.
Yeah.
Daredevil 1. Once that Netflix announcement was out, forget about it. That book, that shit went skyrocket, man. Skyrocket.
That's everything though nowadays. Now,
it's crazy.
If you're a smart collector, then not the time when shit spikes is not to buy right away. You wait fucking a year or two to obtain it. I think Deadpool, first appearance of Deadpool, I knew when I wanted to get it when it first came out, FOMO, but I didn't buy it. This guy was asking for like $600 for it, $550, and I fucking end up waiting 3-4 years later, and I end up buying one for fucking less than $150. So just be patient and be patient. They're out there. There's plenty of books out there. If you want to learn anything from this shit, it's just be smart, and we're here to help you to educate, and that's why we do our East Meets West shows, is to educate, to help collectors. That the things we did that messed us up as collectors that we learned, we're trying to show you guys before you guys make those mistakes, and that's why I'm doing this shit.
Yeah, let our mistakes not be your mistakes.
Yeah, you're right.
Like learn, like that's one thing a lot of people can learn from the YouTube stuff is all the people that made the mistakes. Unfortunately, we're also the same people that hype the shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, did you hear Shuri might end up being Black Panther? Yo, man, all those Shuri books are going up super fast, and now you have this thing like I gotta get it. Instead, and then like sometimes you have to wait. Like Gomez said, he had to wait 2 years before he was comfortable. And I remember hearing about this a long time ago, and it's such a true statement that collecting and a hobby collecting doesn't matter what you collect, but collecting, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Yeah.
You know, it's a long-term thing. You can wait. You just got to be patient. You don't have to grab everything soon. I mean, look at the Punchline book. It's down to 175. People were selling it at 200, the one per store. Yeah. It's down to, look at the Thor 6, Delato. When it first came out, it was like 120, 125. Now you can get it for 75. Who knows if you'll be able to get it in about a month or two, 60, 65. It's just, and there are some books that if you don't grab it, like Thanos 13, the Albuquerque variant.
Yeah, the 1 in 25.
Yeah, I think people were, it's not Albuquerque. Who was it?
No, it's no, Raphael Albuquerque, right? It's
it is, okay. You remember that one, right? Like when it first came out, it was selling at 125. And everybody is like, nah, this book's gonna come down. It has not come down yet.
Why though? Because that's a first appearance key. That's and that first appearance of Cosmic Ghost Rider. That guy, that character's still evolving. Okay, so
that's a book that is dangerous, and it might pick up more heat too because of Donny Cates, and you know Donny Cates is just fucking fire right now. So that's a book,
smart. Writer, I give him that. He's a smart writer.
That's a long-term book, like my man Doom said. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then, he said, do you guys think Clone Wars newsstand has a big premium over the direct edition? What do you guys think?
Definitely.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean,
so when you talk about newsstand, anything past 85, you always want to pick up the newsstand. A lot of people just say in general newsstands, like I'm just talking newsstands in general, right? Like I think David, we talked about this one time on the 9.2 crew, right? We were talking about newsstand versus direct edition. Yeah. And I still honestly feel if it's before I don't know, I would say 83. I still think you want the direct edition because the printing was so small. But people will always say pick up the newsstand even if it was before 83 because the newsstands didn't take care of the books. But I told him, I've been around in 83. I've seen comic shops in 83. They the ones that taking care of their books too. It's not like they now, bro, like how they take care of their stuff. Yeah. Yo, back in the day, comic shops used to do the same thing. They just put it out there.
Remember those fucking things that they had? The fucking
magazine racks.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah. You be betting and shit.
But but to go back to his question, definitely a Clone Wars newsstand is a little bit more rare than a direct edition, definitely.
I think it was 85 Tacoma, just to let you know. I don't think it was 89. I think it was 85. I mean, I could be wrong, but I swear I've done the research on it. It was 85. That's when it was about 50-50. But if you get a Clone Wars, I mean, if you can get the one that's only 1,000 printed, even better.
Even better. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. You're in the money.
Dude, that book was $100 before. I picked up like 2 of them for like $100. It was just like now I don't know how much the raw of that freaking all because she's gonna be in the Mandalorian?
Yeah, she's rumored to be in the Mandalorian season 2. Yep.
And then have you guys seen the Mandalorian trailer that just came out?
Oh yes, it has. It looks promising, looks good. I haven't really didn't show much, but looks pretty good. Looks like it's gonna be smash.
It's definitely a teaser trailer for sure.
Yes.
It's definitely a teaser trailer for sure. Yeah, I'm just waiting for that comic book that comes out with the first Baby Yoda, bro.
Right? Yeah, right.
Dude, that comic's gonna be worth money, bro. Delato doing a Baby Yoda.
But
get out of here.
Will it be overprinted though? Probably.
Yeah.
So,
especially if it's like Mandalorian #1 and they're just basing it off the TV series. Yeah, I think definitely they might even make it an animated book, right? Not like a regular, I guess, adult book. They would probably make it an animation, like more of a cartoon book.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it still would be. I think it would still definitely be. But you know, there's got to be a variant somewhere that's not overly printed. I mean, it could still be.
Yeah.
You know, that's
So, how's comic hunting in Seattle, Dave? Like, what is that like? You guys got spots out there?
Huge. It's a huge miss, but sometimes you do find a gem. I found two. I found two gems. I found that lockjaw and the pet
yeah, I see
adventure.
that. I seen those. Yeah, I seen you had that.
$6. And I found that actually it wasn't even on LCS. It was more of trying to find a club. My golf clubs. Went on was that offer up and went down to see some golf clubs, and he has some small little short boxes. So I went through it, and I found
shit.
comics. So got that for like $20. So I don't if is it a stealth buy? I don't know, but me paying $20 for a book that has a potential being a 9.8, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like you said, buy what you like and buy what you want. So you think you made a good deal and you're happy with like this one right here. I just bought it today. This one right here.
No,
Nice.
that book, man, that book when it first came out, I had a full FOMO on that one, bro. I paid.
That's why I brought it up.
I paid premium for I believe I paid like $45 for my first copy. All right. My second copy, I think it went down to 25. So I thinking, you know what? If I break it down to two, I'm spending less than $30 per copy. Then, soon as the thing went down, I think 2 months, that thing was a $15 book. I said, you know what, whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing because there's a Brian Boland cover that I just showed. Brian Boland. That was what like a store appreciation.
Yeah, I was about to say that's like saying that book was first supposed to be like an apology for the stores or some shit.
And the LCS that I get these from. What?
He screwed up on the Superman. I believe it was Superman number 28 or something like that. So what they did was they made a mistake. So they had a recall, and whichever LCS has contacted Diamond saying, you know what, I have so many copies, I have destroyed them. They will get that certain amount of copy they have destroyed. And so if you look at the UPC code, it said promotional use only. So that cover, by looking at everything, I think that book will be a good spec book to get, but it didn't work out, man.
And now everything works out.
Most of them don't, man.
Yeah,
that's why it's called speculation, man. I mean,
but I think what Doom says is, when you get these books, try to get them when you search for them. Sometimes they have, but put them in a spec box. Don't get rid of them right away, because what happens later down, it might be a $2 book, then a $10 book, and then you put it away, and then all of a sudden the book blows up a year or two from now, and now you sold it, and you have buyer's remorse, seller's remorse, which I do. That's why you don't see me on fucking auctions. I hardly ever auction anything unless it's something. I'd rather do what I think is a giveaway or appreciation myself, because I feel like giving stuff away to people is more appreciative than selling. I'm not saying I'll never sell, but at the moment right now, or Matt, I enjoy collecting more than I am selling. So that's
you gotta if you start selling books, you just gotta be happy with whatever profit you take.
Yeah,
because if you're gonna be one of those people that have seller's remorse, then don't sell your books, man. Like
me right now.
The best thing you can do.
You know what seller's remorse is? You know how much that LeBron James, that top man.
Look at him. He's so mad he froze. He's so
There he is. There he is.
There you go. You back.
Hey, you just, I mean, it is what it is, right? How much did you buy the pack for? Look at this guy. He's so mad he froze.
Now he's smiling now because he's.
Because I'm sure he probably had more.
Yeah, he had more things to say. I remember. So
there he is.
Do you remember that year? I think it was the same year. And was it Upper Deck that came out? Do you remember that box where you had to unscrew all four corners and the inside was one pack? So it was the same as LeBron James rookie year. You had the big guys was Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and who else came out that year? Oh, Bosch. Did Bosch come out the same year?
No, man.
Who was it? It was Carmelo Anthony,
Anthony,
LeBron James, Dwayne Wade. Those three. Those are like the three big that came out that rookie year. And you remember they were selling that one box, and you had to unscrew all four corners before you could get to the pack. It was like a wooden box. You remember that one?
It was a long time ago, man. Right?
Yeah. Well, like I said, it was LeBron James rookie year. So I remember one of my friends bought that box at Paula's. Paula's is a sports car place here in Hawaii.
Okay.
Makiki, man.
Yeah, right in Makiki, right in the ghetto. So I think it was like $2,000 for one box. And he was like, dude, the reason I'm paying so much because I guarantee there's a LeBron James inside. So we take it back to the gym. We unscrew it. I think he got Carmelo Anthony. That's about it.
Still good. That's good.
No, but the reason he bought the box is because that was part of the case. And inside of the case, nobody got the LeBron. And that was the last box.
Oh,
so he was all like, this box has the LeBron in it. And he opens it up. And it's a premium wooden box, bro. It's like a crazy premium wooden box. You literally needed a Phillips screwdriver to open up the box. And inside the box is one pack. And I think the one pack had like 5 cards.
Man, that sucks.
Dude, he got the Carmelo. He didn't get the LeBron. He was like, he was so pissed off too, bro.
Yeah, I think Halea Comics said I recently started selling it, and remorse is real. But when I turn that money into books you really want, it makes it all worth anything. And I like that comment because I can relate. That comment, I'm not looking for anything big or anything crazy right now. I think if I sell books and got this certain book I wanted, maybe I won't have seller's remorse. But since right now I'm collecting, I don't really on the hunt for anything big at the moment. So I kind of agree with that. And I think that will happen once I get that special comic or variant or whatever I'm getting.
Well, I sell it. I only had seller's remorse one time, and it was a big book, bro. And that book I still haven't got it back. And it was an ASM 129. I sold that book, bro. Instantly. And Chad RCG, my boy Chad, he bought it from me, and, and that book has been around because he bought it from me, and then from me it went to I think Let, and then from Let it went to E-Rod, and then E-Rod raffled it off, and then somebody else from the community won it. So that book's been jumping around, and that I had sold as soon as it left my hand, I had seller's remorse. Just that one book.
But every time you see somebody else sell it, it goes up and up.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Like, if you're gonna have seller's remorse, you can't sell, man. Like, you can't do it, man. Like, you just if you're one of those people, you can't sell. It's for me. I don't care as long as I make a profit. I'm like the Chinese people in China. My friend told me about this. He said there's a company that they made a whole fake Apple store.
Wow.
The employees didn't even know it was a fake Apple store. So all the devices were fake, all the table, everything. Even the employees thought they actually worked for Apple. Something about and then they got busted. They only opened up for one day. One day. They had a grand opening. They sold all their fake stuff, and then they closed the store the next day. And then they said they made only a profit of like a couple of grand or something. Like the money that they put in, but they were happy because he's all like, there's a saying in China. He goes, I don't know what it is, but basically, if you can make 1 cent, you already made profit.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't really have. It's hard if you're gonna sell books because trust me, I've sold a lot of stuff, but I can't go back and look at it. I've sold that freaking Clone Wars 1, the one there was only 1,000 copies. I've sold that book. I mean. But it is what it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of like how you say, like, I have seller's remorse, but I don't look back at what I sold and how much I sold for. I would kind of draw a blank if I ever sold anything. I've sold a couple things or I've traded a couple of things, but I'm like you. I don't look back at oh, I wish I had this, wish I had that. If I'm gonna get rid of it, yeah, I'll be like, oh, shit. At that time, like Joker says, I'm like, fuck, I really wanted it. But then I'm like, fuck it. It'll come in my mind now. From being a collector for so many years now, I know that book will come around eventually. I don't know how much, but that's the good thing about collecting comics. It's out there.
Hey, I don't know about you guys, but selling my LeBron James for $5,000 now is $70,000. There's no way I'm getting that card back, man.
Yeah, that's a tough hit, bro. That's a tough hit.
How's your golf game, David? How's your golf game, man?
My golf game, I just golfed this morning. I hit 101, man. I struggled on 4 holes, and I'm telling you, golf, man, is so hard. It's a hard sport.
Yeah, you must have some nice courses up there, though.
Yeah, I think we
90 MF.
reached about an hour. I don't know if you want to do that giveaway right now, and then we could talk a little bit more. And
Yes, sir.
How do you want to do it? We could do a number base, and then you could type in the private chat.
It's all up to you.
I can put it
to you and Mike, man.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put the number in the private chat. Once me and Mike sees it, we'll give away. So this is the giveaway that David's gonna do. I'm gonna do a giveaway right after him, so it's not gonna be done. So I wanted to give something away off my show too, just for you guys tuning in. So I'm gonna give away something too as well. And like I said, hopefully you guys are in the U.S. because them shits is a grip outside of state. So we choose a number between 1 and 30. You want to type it?
I got it. I'm gonna put it in the private chat.
All right.
This book it's a 9.8 candidate, bro. This thing is clean.
I put it in the private chat.
All right. So I'll put the starting line. Once you put the start line, just put number. Wait for the starting line.
Yeah, that's a good giveaway right there.
And whoever wins, have them hit me up, DM me on my Instagram page. It should be same as as my channel.
And if you can't find him, just let me know on my IG, and I'll forward his IG as well. So let's go. Let's start it now. So put the start a little bit behind. My bad. Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let's go.
No.
Close. A lot of people close.
No.
No.
Oh, 90 MFC.
Yep. 90 MF. Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
So
Congratulations, 90.
That. Congratulations.
And what does MFC stand for? Is that like
MFC?
the motherfucking comics and shit?
Motherfucking comics. That's right, Doom. That's right.
All
right.
90
All right, guys. My man. All right. The number was 14. My man 90 MF C has won it. So congratulations.
I'm gonna give away this one. So this is coming. This one because this
one
it's like
I'm a $45 book, right?
Yeah.
At one point it was.
David's on the show,
right, David?
This one away. This one away. So
$45 book.
So I'm gonna give this one away for the books. I'm gonna do the starting bid. I'll do the number between 1 and 30 as well. I'm gonna put the number in the private chat, and then I'm gonna start it up, and then once it start, we're gonna do it again. So wait for the starting lineup.
I'm gonna subscribe to this 90 MFC.
You're right, same here. I think I did already. I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm subbed to him already.
Yeah, I'll subscribe to him. Let's see what's up.
So yeah, man. Just wait for the
Cobra
Comics. What's up, Cobra Comics? Zach
wait.
G. Shout out to Jeff G too.
What's in the private chat? Oh, that one. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Where's the starting line?
Nope. Hit me on IG as well.
Discovery Bay. Discovery Bay.
Okay. Discovery Bay won it. Okay. So Discovery Bay, you win this. Like I said, hit me up on. You already got my Instagram. DM me your address, brother, and I'll ship that out later this week.
JB. Number was 21, baby.
JB will get to that comic in about 3 months. He'll put it on the bottom of a stack of books.
He'll unbox it like in the year 2022.
Yeah, 2020. Like I forgot about this. Got this book.
Oh man.
You're gonna put it on the bottom.
Yeah, like I said, like David, like I was gonna ask. I had the top of my head about all this shit. So like, what would you if a new comic collector was coming to you? What would you tell them as a collector? What advice?
Fucking run.
I think that's only one thing that I would ask, that I would give him of advice is don't grab all the books that comes out on that week.
Yeah,
Good advice.
And I would also say listen to the East Meets West show each week. They will give you a very good advice on what not to do. but just overall, man.
Just watch East Meets West and do the opposite. And then you're
good.
But you know what I mean? We all went through it, man. We bought every title each week, thinking that we might miss out on something. But to me, I think new collectors, they have to kind of go through it. Some people will learn it early. Some people will never learn the whole the scheme or the business of this thing. But but you can never say who's wrong or right, because some people just do it for the love of the read. Some people just do it for the love of the art, or just do it for the whole run. So it all depends on who you talk to. But I would recommend is grab that preview book and go through what you really want to read and what storyline, and listen to the East Meets West and show and all kind of stuff. But one thing I would heavily tell the new collector is don't listen to the hype on like CBSI or Comic Tom 101 or Key Collectors app, all those kind of things. I think I'll tell them don't follow them, and just listen to just go with your guts of what is right and what is wrong, and learn from your mistakes. I think that would be the best advice that I could give to any new collector is learn from your mistake and learn it fast, because it's going to cost you lots of money.
Yeah,
That's true. It's very true, man.
No, that's like I said, that's the way to put it. I think I have my time where I was buying a lot of shit on Wednesdays and crazy about the FOMO, and it hurt me as a collector in a way, but also made me smarter as a collector going forth. And that's one thing we talk about and we share about our experiences. But yeah, what about you guys? What do you guys think about new collectors?
What would I tell a new collector? Yeah. What would I tell a new collector besides run, turn around and run? I think David kind of hit the nose on the head, right? It depends on what kind of collector you like. And I don't know, man. It's so hard to ask me, because it's like, like I'm a cover collector. I love covers. I'm a variant collector, but I also like the long-term books. So if I could tell just one person one thing, I would say go long-term. Like I know David says stay away from an app, but maybe find a website, find an app that's really good that talks about like long-term stock investments. And I say, put your money there. I say, that's what I would say. Start with the most expensive book first that you want, and then come down. Because then that way it's going to take you a while to get that first book. Like give yourself like a really ridiculous goal. Like if this like literally you just getting into it, make Hulk 181 your goal. Like it's going to take you a while, right? And then kind of start from there. Like go long term. Like long term is the best thing, but it's kind of hard to. I feel bad giving this advice because like I just collect. Like now, I think I'm in the same boat as David. Like I I can collect what I like now. I don't have to worry so much about the hype. I will get involved with it, but if now I'm at a place where I'm like, if the price is not that good, I'm not going to even worry about it. But it's so hard when you're part of this community and you're part of Instagram. You're just like constantly just like looking what people's showing. Like you can take me off this big screen, Gomez. It's fine. But no. I was just saying you don't need to. But like today, okay, look, just for you guys who don't know, like 5 minutes prior to this thing going live, we all went to try to find this freaking Donald Duck Delato book. Right? So the Mickey Mouse book came out, that thing went crazy. Goofy book came out, that thing went crazy, right? So behind the scenes, everybody's all like, yo, let's try to get one of these books. Here's the thing, man. Like, I have no dog in the fight when it comes to Donald Duck. I could care less, bro. I would ghost Donald Duck at freaking Disneyland. I don't care about Donald Duck. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. But why did I care about that book today? Why did I tell Gomez, yo, if you can get 2 sets, buy 1 set for me and I'll pay you back? Like, why did that happen? And it's well, maybe, but what is it? I mean, why do I even know about that book? And it's all because of the community and because of us. It wasn't. I didn't get the email. I got it from Gomez. Gomez sent it to us in the IG chat.
Joker,
you know, okay, Joker sent it to whoever's. Right? All I'm saying is, like, you know, like back in the day, like, and I remember one time I made this video. It was like, it was just like covers that I like, and then somebody was all like, "Did you read any of those books?" And I was all like, "Why are you in my shit?" You know, I'm all like, no, this one. And so I used to get, I'm all like, what I eat don't make you shit. So why the hell you bugging about, you know what I mean? Like my collection.
I agree with you.
Yeah. So I just, you know, so am I on a rant or am I trying to say what I'll tell a new collector? Sorry. Go long term.
Little both.
Right.
Yeah, once he start talking, man, he ran on, bro.
Yes, it.
No, I guess the reason I was talking so much is because it's really hard for me to tell somebody to buy what you like when I know I do buy what I like, but most of the times I'm like, yo, what is this book? I bought like 4 static books within the past 2 weeks, bro. Why?
But that's because you know what's gonna go on with that static book. You know what's going on. You in it for the long term. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but see, I'm just that kind of collector. I just face the fact that, look, I'm like David. I'm more well-rounded right now.
You're a seasoned collector. You're a seasoned collector. That's for sure.
I feel like the guys that collect the new stuff and the variants, I feel like they're more well-rounded. Some of the people who are a little bit like they only want the old school stuff, which is good. The vintage stuff, the classic comics, the people that like those things, but they don't get involved with the stuff that's going on now. It's kind of hard for them to be more well-rounded. But
hey, look, let me just say one thing, all right? When it comes to golden age comic books, all right, I get it. It's rare because it was back in the 1920s, 30s, and 40s and 50s and stuff, right? Silver Age comics, if you ever go to eBay, you can find whatever copies that you want, all right? Now, if you're going into variants, there are some variants out there that it's very, very hard to find, even online, all right? So with that said, you know, what Doom is trying to say is, you know, long-term hold, you can always find that book, like Hulk 181. You know how many books is listed on eBay on Hulk 181? I tell you right now, 58 of them, all right? And 3/4 of them is all graded in CGC. So don't forget, don't collect whatever you guys want, but if you guys want the long-term, you know, what Doom say is, set your level at high.
Go big.
Yeah, go for big, and from there, you know, trigger yourself down. All right. Yeah. And be happy with what you get. Don't be like me. Never be satisfied. And all right. And you know, right now I'm thinking, should I sell my my Ultimate Fallout #4 along with that Miles Morales? You know that. And should I sell those and get my AF-15? But you know what? I can't. I love my books. I can't sell
Yeah.
my book, man. Even though he's selling for like $5,000-$6,000, it went up like 500%. I can't sell it, you know. So I'm a whole different type of breed. I'm totally different from Steven because Doom, he can sell books and get bigger books. But for me to attain that bigger books, I can't sell my books because I love my comic books, man. I love it. You know,
I hear you, man.
really hard for me to let go of my books. It's because why? It's tangible. I have it. You know,
Yeah.
it's that I can go through and I can pull out a book and say, hey man, it's just the beauty of it. So you know, this collecting style, man, it just boggles my mind at how many people were willing to spend that kind of money. But I understand their whole point of view. So
At the same time, makes sense.
yeah, at the same time, I totally understand it. But it's good to be in this community. It's good to be in this hobby right now because it's at all-time high. And you know, I'm sure there's a lot of new collectors with new money that's willing to pay this kind of premium money for the books that we all have in our back stock. That we bought it for maybe $1, $2, or $100 or $200. It went up to maybe $3,000 or $4,000. So you know, it's just very fun for me to see how this market revolves and how this community revolves. And you know, everybody has their own opinion of what's wrong and what's not. But hey, let's not criticize them. Let's enjoy what they have to say because you know everybody's different, man. Even Gomez, even for you, Mike, even Doom. As for me, we all have different type of collecting styles and what we like to read, and it doesn't give us any right to say what is right or what's wrong. But in my opinion, I can say is you know what? No, I'm not gonna say it on Gomez channel.
It's all you, man.
Oh, you?
Yeah,
Nah,
I look. The thing is, I only got love for everybody, and you know, just keep it real, keep it straight, you know, and don't be a faker. You know, if you're gonna do a mystery box, make sure the mystery box is worth a while. You know, and you know, not like Sunshine Morgan and Sunshine Collecting, that motherfucker. You know, he robbed me of my $75 last year. I think.
Bro, are you still mad at that, bro?
No, I'm not mad. I forgot. I
You
completely
still
forgot
bringing
about it.
that, dude? You're like a 12-year-old girl, bro. Let it go,
Out of my memory.
bro.
I'm with you, Dave, man. Fuck that. I'd be mad too. Fuck
No,
that.
no, I understand getting mad, but yo, it's been a while, bro.
$5,000. How stupid I am, man.
You still talking about the LeBron card?
The LeBron card.
You still talking about the LeBron card?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
You still mad, bro. You still mad.
About that one.
You still mad about Sunshine and you still mad. Dude, where is it? He's mad about Sunshine and he's mad about the LeBron card. Dude, you sold it for $5,000. How much did you buy it for?
Not like hey, you know what he did? I had a podcast called Comic Book Cartel. I had a podcast called Comic Book Cartel. You know what this motherfucker did? He go around.
That's hilarious.
Somebody else.
You what?
Hold on.
Somebody else that have that freaking podcast called Comic Book Cartel. It's like, who the fuck he gave me that right when that was my idea?
No. No. I
Damn.
remember that. I remember that. And you know what? And actually, you know what, David? A little bit of fuck you because the Comic Book Cartel wasn't even yours. That was ours.
No. That was the 9.2 crew. Hey, but
No,
this is
what it.
Use that damn name and what you said. No, man, it's too hard. We can't call ourselves a cartel. I'm like, no, man, we call ourselves a cartel. But you want to go with a 9.2 crew. It's not a fucking 9.2.
That wasn't my idea. That wasn't mine. I like the cartel. I like the cartel.
I know what. I'm letting it out now, man.
Good.
Why the fuck 9.2, man? Why can't it be 9.8? You know?
I kind of dig the 9.2 crew though. That just sounds. It kind of got some ring to it.
It's more humbling.
Yeah.
No, so basically what happened was we were when we first made a podcast, we were stuck on two names. I actually like the comic book cartel. So David is wrong. I actually
That's
like
good
it.
too. Yeah. Yeah.
So we had the comic book cartel and had 9.2 crew. For some reason, we went with the 9.2. So we said, okay, let's use the comic book cartel as a separate page where people can come on and do and trade books and sell books.
Okay.
So we were going to do a separate hangout. At that time, hangout was a big deal.
Yeah.
We were going to do a separate hangout. We were going to call it the comic book cartel. We were only going to invite people that we felt would not do anybody dirty, right?
Good.
You know what I mean? So we want to make sure that we invite people that don't do anything dirty, right? But this never happened. This never happened. It was just an idea. It never happened. So anyway, so David made his own podcast, call it the Cartel, which is whatever because we weren't using the name, so it's all good, right? But then I remember what David said. Like he said that, like I guess somebody went on Sunshine's thing, right? And then was all like, yo, you guys are not using a cartel name. Can we use it? And Sunshine was like, yeah. And I saw that podcast. I was like, wait, who gives you the right to use that name? I told David lost
his organically came out as a part of the 9.2 crew. You said that, like even said, and I figured, since we're not going to use it, I'm going to use it and have some other panel member, and just somehow I gave Sunshine a second chance since he was on the shit list.
Somehow.
But now I don't know what the fuck he is, but you know what?
How did
Sunshine,
you?
if you're watching this,
SCLG put 9.8 donate.
Hey, how many episodes did you guys do? Like 2?
How many
Right?
what? The
Episodes
cartel?
Yeah, like 2, or they had like none.
Dude, it was like 2 shows, and all of it was David getting mad at Kingdom Comics. That's all it was. It was David just purely getting mad at Kingdom Comics.
And buffering fucking buffering like crazy.
Yeah, everybody buffering and freezing.
I know. I tried to watch that shit, and it was fucking done in 5 minutes.
It was real though. It was real.
Yeah, I know it was real. It was real.
I gotta cut it short because actually it's my birthday today. I have a dinner to go to, and that's the only reason I got my day off today.
Happy birthday,
Gomez, Mike.
Nice.
Hey, thanks for having me on, bro. And
Sure.
whoever wants this book, make sure to find me on Instagram and DM me your address. I'll send it out as soon as possible. If not, reach out to Gomez Comic Collectors. DM him with your address so he can forward that. All right. And
no problem.
if you guys not watching East Meets West, you guys are missing out a whole lot of fun, man. And especially with the panel member with Gomez, Mike, Doom, and I believe it was Josh and James, the King of the Golden State.
Yes.
You guys watch it, man. You guys are on every Thursday,
Hey David,
Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Sunday.
I'll be promoting you guys.
Hey, next year your birthday will be on again, brother.
Yeah, man, I just turned big 5-0, man.
5-0?
Okay.
No way, dude. No, I don't believe that shit.
He's got that Asian blood.
Damn.
He's got that Asian blood.
Is that right?
Yo, but
looking 25. I got you.
But David, man, happy birthday to you, man. And it's been a pleasure talking to you and meeting with you, man. And we got to do this again, man. We got to do this again.
Yeah.
Yes. Happy birthday, David.
Again,
Appreciate you, brother. Mahalo.
I'll tell you this. Don't ever fucking get rid of this podcast, Eat Sweet Mess, man. It's a good thing you guys got going over there.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you, man.
Appreciate that,
All right,
brother.
David. Get a better Wi-Fi. Shoots.
Yeah, I gotta go. All right, man.
Later, man.
Fucking guy. I'll tell you one thing about David. Bro. I'll tell you one thing about David. That guy is the most hardcore negotiator at any Comic-Con I have ever seen. Bro. Like, it's somebody was selling a book. Like, tell me, Gomez, Joker, if somebody's selling a book for $80, and that's a decent price. It's not a bad price, okay? I'm not going to tell you a book. Just say it's a book, $80. What would you would ask for a deal? Like, where would you be comfortable?
Probably like $10 off.
70.
Yeah,
What about you, Gomez? 70. Dude, David goes straight to 45, bro.
Shit. Damn. Straight half, almost half. Damn.
Dude, every time I'm with him, I can't. It's like, it's an embarrassment, man. He'll be like, "How much is that book?" 80. Come on, 45 right now, cash, 45. And he's like, come on. He's all like, "Look, nobody's even buying the book, bro." That's it. He's like, "Nobody's even buying this book." He's all like, "This look. My boy Steve is the only guy that's even interested in this." He's like, "Come on, give it to him," and it fucking works so many times.
I was about to say, how many times does it work?
It works so many times. Look, he'll grab the 45, put it in the guy's hand. He'd be like, "Here, look, you got the 45. Come on, is anybody even looking at this?"
Smart. That's smart.
Yeah, he goes,
I'm gonna
"Come
do
on."
that shit.
I gotta bring it with me, man. Go to cons and shit. Man.
He'll have the cash, and he'll just put it like in the guy's hand or slam it on the stuff. Yeah, I mean, dude, he'll even get deals on like the 2 for 50 cents stuff. Like David, it's 2 for 50 cents, bro.
Oh man, yo.
He's like, nah.
That's what's up, though. That's what's up.
Nah, I can get a better deal.
I ain't mad at that, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. But that's our. We want to just. It's been almost an hour and a half. We're gonna kind of close out this show. Like I said, appreciate everybody who's been watching and tuning in. I believe we reached 24 people at once. That was a blessing. I think word going out does make a difference compared to just shooting this shit and making it live with no direction. So yeah, I can see a big difference. But I appreciate everybody in the panel who actually chimed in on the side. It was fun. It was laughs. My boy Joker and my broski, the Doom 143. I appreciate you guys making the effort to come with me on David and be able to communicate on some of the points we did. I appreciate that. Any last words, Doom?
Still going. Yeah, we still going, baby. Yeah. No, my wife was wondering if we're still going. No, yeah, no, I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. This is fun.
Just in time, Doom. Just in time. Yeah.
My wife just walks in the room. You're still going. You guys still going. I'm all like, yo, we're in a lock. I'm like, you were in a lockdown. Do we have someplace to go? Are we going somewhere?
Well, yeah.
Thanks for having me. That was fun. It was nice having David. I wish his Wi-Fi is a little bit better.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, nice having him, man. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Great collector. Very well rounded. I think he's a lot more patient than he used to be. Obviously, he sounds like it. So yeah, good stuff, man.
Yeah. And about you, Joker?
Yeah, man. It was dope. It was the first time I talked to David, and it seems like a cool dude. And like I said before, I'm pretty sure we should have him on the East Meets West, but he has to have better fucking connection, I guess. Like you said, no Wi-Fi for him. But besides that, man, you already know it's Wednesday night. What is a special Wednesday night auction with the Warriors later today, man. Like an hour and a half. So definitely tune in for that. We'll be there. I'll be there. You know what I mean? Joker 68, what's going on, man? But yeah, that's all I have. And again, man, stay tuned for East Meets West on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. You know, we got Doom, we got James, King of the Golden State. We have Josh Grav, my man Gomez, and myself in there. You know, and once in a while you'll see E-Rod there. You know, when he can. You know, so be dope. You know what I mean? So
that's all. So like I said. Be sure to check Joker Beyond later on with the NY Warriors auction. That'll be nice to watch too as well. Go there for laughs and a little bit of stuff with the sidebar. Like I said before, I appreciate everybody who watched this special episode or a show on my channel. I did not know it was David's
birthday.
David's birthday. I'm probably gonna, but I appreciate everybody who watched it. That's good. I'm glad it is because it's the first time ever on my show. To be his actual birthday is awesome. But like I said, catch us three on Sunday, plus King of Golden State and Josh Grav on Sundays. We'll be talking more about comics and stuff that we picked up, stuff about stories we read, and just talking the shit and just having fun. But once again, it's Gomez, comic collector with my crew, East Meets West, signing out. Peace.
Yeah, mother.